This is The Real Hustle, Celebrity Scammers. In this series, the hustlers carry out scams that are bigger, tougher, and more devious than ever before. With the help of their celebrity friends, hustlers Alex, Jess, and Paul pull off the riskiest scams of all, long cons. Intricate webs of lies and deception designed to separate the unwary from their money. On tonight's show, TV presenter Zoe Salmon feels the pressure as she becomes a guest hustler.
Yeah.
Alex tries not to blow it.
Right, just sort of jam it in.
And Jess comes over all mystical.
I just think maybe she just taps into a part of her mind that not everyone else can.
All the people in this show have been hustled for real, and after being given their money back, they agreed the footage could be shown so that you could avoid falling for the same scams. The hustlers have invited celebrity friends to help them carry out their long cons. They'll be thrown in at the deep end. No training and no practice, just straight into the scam. This week's celebrity guest hustler is former Blue Peter presenter and star of Dancing on Ice, Zoe Salmon.
I have no idea what to expect. I am 100% clueless. I know that I'm here for a hustle. I don't have any details at all. I've never done anything like this before, and yeah, I think I could be quite good at it. We'll have to wait and see.
Zoe has been told to wait at this bus stop, but she's not using public transport. Instead, she's getting a lift from Alex,
Great, hello.
How are you?
who's going to give her a hustle briefing.
Right, I'm up here. You and I are going to go and have a look at a car that's for sale.
Right.
Okay? But we're not actually going to buy it. What we're going to do is we're going to mess with it a little bit.
Right.
You know what this is?
No.
This is a VIN plate.
Oh, right, okay.
Okay, and so is this.
Right.
A VIN plate is bolted onto the frame of every car and carries the official chassis number of the vehicle.
Now, you are going to put this fake VIN plate over the real VIN plate of the car, whilst I distract the person who's selling it.
Okay.
Okay?
So Zoe and Alex are going to pose as a couple and view the car that's for sale. Alex will do what he can to distract the owner, but Zoe's going to have to cover the car's ID plates with fakes.
There's your VIN plate there.
Alex points out the ones on his own car,
There's one here.
one in the door frame and one on the dashboard.
So you can just go over it.
But if she gets caught, this scam won't be going anywhere.
If you don't put those VIN plates on, we can't proceed.
Yeah,
Okay?
I got it. Speed is key as well. I will do it.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
This is the double whammy.
All right, you got your
The
thing.
essentials.
So, Kate,
Kate.
Ian.
Ian. Okay,
All right.
let's do it.
Let's do it.
There's no turning back now.
Let's go. Let's go buy a car.
Let's do that. I fancy a car today.
Alex gives Zoe a camera disguised as a phone to capture her handiwork.
Oh, hi there. I'm Ian, and this is Kate.
Hello.
We've come to have a look at the car.
Oh, right.
I don't know. I think it was Max, was it? Yeah. Oh, all right. Would it be all right to have a quick look at it? Thank you. What do you think? Baby seat at the back? Pram?
Yeah.
Or we're not thinking that far ahead?
No, I think it's good too. I think we should definitely look at the boot for that.
Oh, thank you. Thanks very much.
The mark may be keeping warm inside the doorway, but she's also keeping a very close eye on these potential buyers.
Just have a sit-in.
It's going to make it tough for Zoe to carry out her task.
Yeah.
How many years old?
Alex needs to keep the mark busy.
Actually, dying for a... I'm just going to give you three. Do you mind if I use your bathroom? Sorry. So, Di...
Top of the stairs.
He now has her
would you mind
attention.
showing me? I don't want to get lost.
But can Zoe use this distraction to stick on the fake VIN plates?
Top of the stairs. You can see it. It's just at the top.
OK, and is it first door, second door?
As you go, you can see it as you go up the stairs.
OK.
Just there.
Sorry, OK.
The first plate in the door frame is on.
Oh, yes, I
The
can see
mark
it.
is back at the door, keeping an eye on Zoe. The second plate is going to be even trickier.
Can I ask you, do you know how many years your son has had the car?
Alex is still keeping the mark busy, but Zoe's going to have to be quick.
I was just wondering if he's had all the logbooks from the very beginning, or if he's had...
I can try and contact him for you. You can have a word.
OK, OK.
It's done. Zoe has successfully completed part 1 of the scam. Now, they just have to make their excuses and leave.
I mean, it looks great inside, but,
Yeah.
you know, sometimes it's hard to tell, isn't it? I mean...
We can't buy today, but we still thought we'd come and have a look. So what I'll do is I'll just give Max a call anyway, and I can ask him all the questions. Cheers. That's all right.
Okay, thanks a lot.
That's okay.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Have a
Bye-bye.
nice day.
She wouldn't just... She sort of kept looking out. You must have been very quick.
Yeah, well, I was not kept looking back to make sure. I was pretending I was feeling the dashboard, like, you know, making sure it was nice quality.
But the one on the door, you did that straight away?
Yeah, I just did it, yeah, instantly.
Well done, you.
Just straight into it.
Later that day, some genuine prospective buyers turn up at the house. This guy obviously knows his stuff and is giving the vehicle a thorough going over. It's essential to the scam that he doesn't discover Zoe's fake VIN plates. After 15 minutes of careful checking, the man seems happy with the car, and they all head inside. Looks like the owner could have a sale. Before long, the deal is done, and the new owners drive off in their vehicle. But they don't get very far before running into an unexpected roadblock.
Stop 1 second, sir.
But this is no ordinary checkpoint, because these bogus Department for Transport officials are actually Zoe and Alex.
Keep coming.
Yep, you're good.
They got changed into fluorescent jackets and hats as soon as the buyers went into the house. And with their official-looking gear, they're about to ruin this couple's afternoon.
Can I ask you to step out of the car? There's nothing to worry about. No. You are. We're with the Department of Transport. We've just been to... With the Department of Transport.
Here comes the bombshell.
You just purchased this car from a few doors down, haven't you? Yeah. We've been monitoring that place. They have been selling cars that have not been quite legit.
So that's one gobsmacked Mark stopped in his tracks.
That's coming right off.
But this scam isn't called the double whammy for nothing.
What I will have to do is take your fingerprints.
When hustlers go out, they don't bring money. They go armed with prop bets. The customers in this bar are about to be made an offer that's hard to refuse. Win or lose a drink over a simple wager.
Right.
But a prop bet only has one rule.
Do you give up?
And that's that the hustler always wins.
Drinks, please. Thank you.
Alex has made some new friends and fancies a free drink.
OK, so we're all low on drinks. So what I suggest is if you can't do this next challenge, you guys got to buy a round of drinks. OK? So we're going to use this glass. And we're going to use... It's not what you think. It's not what you think. Hang on. Right, here we go. I'm going to tie a knot into this. Right, OK. So here's the challenge. You're going to use this balloon to pick up this glass. You cannot touch the glass, and you can only hold the balloon right at the very top where the knot is. Also, when I say lift the glass, I mean lift it.
So the bet is to lift the glass clear off the table using the balloon, which can only be held by the very end.
OK, Helen?
Only the top.
Only the top. You're going to pick that glass up.
I think you do that.
Yeah? And sort of jam it in.
I really can't do it.
Oh God, here we go.
Right. Can I undo the balloon?
No.
Can I pierce the balloon in any way?
No.
Can I just do this?
No. You're actually touching the glass there. Very good though. I'll give you a packet of crisps or something. You ready for the answer? Because otherwise we'll be here all day. I'm going to use something. Ready? Sinead, still puzzled?
I'm ready.
Oh. Here we go. Picking up the glass by touching the balloon only from the end. Now you got to admit that's something you don't see every day. Is it?
I'm using that. I am using that.
Here's how it works. The lit match burns up the oxygen in the glass, creating low pressure, which sucks in the balloon. The two are then wedged together so tightly, the glass can be lifted right off the table.
Drinks, please. Thank you.
This upmarket street has got a brand new resident. A mysterious raven-haired lady who can seemingly contact the spirit world and tell her customers intimate details of their lives. Her name is Jess, but in spiritual circles, she's known only as Madame Susie. This is the phony psychic scam. Madame Susie's shop is decked out in authentic-looking spiritual gear. All she needs now are some customers ready to take a journey into the unknown.
Susie,
Let's see if Madame Susie really knows her stuff.
when you came in, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a free reading. I'm not going to charge you for it, but at the end, if you think I'm accurate and you've learned something, then you can just give me what you think.
Okay.
But if you've not learned anything, then you don't have to pay anything.
All right.
But I know she
No
has
money
very
up
good eye
front,
contact.
she must be very confident
You're looking
about her
quite
friends in the
very
spirit world.
confident.
Let the psychic predictions begin.
You Cypriot?
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Not
noticed
a bad
that
start, but that could have been a lucky guess.
Getting an image, it's quite white. That's not your favourite colour, though. No. It's not a place, but it is a place. It's like Alaska or something, somewhere very cold. But it's not the place. It's, for some reason, the word Alaska means a lot.
My dog's called Alaska.
And is he white? Is he a white dog?
Yeah.
That's it, the white dog Alaska.
Yeah.
Madame Susie's predictions seem to be right on the money.
Got a lot of unconditional love for you.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's with you now, thinking about you.
Oh, hope so.
Yeah? You've got another half. You ever heard of that cartoon, Dennis the Menace?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God. His nickname is Menace.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Without any prompting, Jess knows private details of this girl's life. And she's not the only one to be amazed.
Can I have your hand, please? I noticed I've got a very good healing sensation from them. I think maybe you're going to be a doctor or something. Maybe you're studying like medicine or...
Spot on once again.
Tell by your hand straight away. When I'm looking at you, though, it's almost like I'm on stage. It's something that you need to do. It's like your job. You provide some sort of entertainment. Does that make sense to you?
It's
Yeah.
downright unnatural.
It's like you do something quite dangerous. That's funny. I just saw a motorbike go past then, and I felt something. Do you ride motorbikes? I just got a feeling then. Did you hear that motorbike?
She should be burnt as a witch.
Is that accurate?
It sounds very accurate. Quite shocking.
I can see a J around your neck. I think maybe you have a son or something. Like Joe or something. Joe, John, Joel, Joel.
The Marks are so impressed, they're happy to pay for their psychic reading.
Whatever you think. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
You take care of yourself.
There's no doubt they've met someone with awesome spiritual powers.
It was weird. That's all I can say.
Sometimes you hear people saying it's just a load of rubbish, but actually everything I heard was like, wow, how does she know that?
I just think maybe she just taps into a part of her mind that not everyone else can, and it's just something that you're probably born with.
In fact, Jess's powers have nothing to do with spirits and crystal balls. She actually got all her information from her customers' old mobile phones. And here's how. The Hustlers have set up a mobile phone recycling service. Donate your old handset and they'll give £50 to charity. Though there are many honest recycling schemes, this one definitely isn't. What the Hustlers are after is data. People don't realise quite how much information is left on an old handset. Contact names, numbers, photos or personal text messages. And unscrupulous hustlers can use this information for all kinds of criminal fraud. To demonstrate the inside knowledge this gives them, the hustlers invited the owners of some donated phones for the psychic reading. And Jess wasn't really communicating with the spirit world. She was getting her information from Alex, who was sitting in the next room. And she didn't have to look into the crystal ball, just above the Marks' heads, where Alex was feeding her the information on an LED display.
I think maybe you have a son or something. I can see a J around your neck. I think that's a name. Like Joe or something. John, Joel, Joel. It's like you do something quite dangerous. That's funny, I just saw a motorbike go past then and I felt something. Do you ride motorbikes? I just got a feeling then. Did you hear that motorbike? You ever heard of that cartoon, Dennis the Menace?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, his nickname is Menace.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Turns out this psychic is more phony than most.
Yeah. Everything she told me today was from... Speechless, don't know what to say. Wow, shocked.
It's like identity fraud, isn't it? Could be messages, contact, probably my house address if I put it there, my PIN for my bank account.
So she's a fraud. Actually, that's out of order. You can't put anything on your phone.
New technology is leaving us increasingly open to crimes like identity theft. And Jess's little psychic act has proven that something as simple as a SIM card in a mobile phone could tell someone much more than you'd like them to know.
Remember, there's a large amount of information stored on these devices, so treat them exactly like you would your passport or your driver's license.
If a mobile phone has just been left in a drawer, people sometimes think that because it's not been turned on for 6 months, all the data will be gone. That's not the case. Everything that was stored will still be there. All the contact details, all the call records, photographs and all the other data that's left on the phone. If you do want to get rid of an old mobile phone, the way to do it is to A, smash it to pieces, which obviously isn't very environmentally friendly, or B, factory reset the data on the phone. It just ensures that nobody will be able to use your data for nefarious means.
Oh, hi there. We've come to have a look at the car.
Earlier in the day, Alex and TV presenter Zoe Salmon viewed a car that was for sale.
Do you mind if I use your bathroom? Sorry.
Whilst Alex distracted the owner, Zoe covered the car's ID plates with fakes. Later that day, some real customers came and bought the car. But the proud owners didn't get very far because they were immediately flagged down by two bogus Department for Transport officials and told their car is stolen.
We've been monitoring that place. They have been selling cars that have not been quite legit.
This is the Double Whammy Part 2.
So we just like to have a quick look at this car. Is that all right?
Yeah.
Just have a
The
quick look
Mark's
at it.
struggling to believe that the friendly lady he bought the car from sold him a dodgy motor.
If you come with me, I'll show you what I mean.
He's going to need some persuading.
They usually... Yeah, you see, that looks to me... You haven't touched this, have you?
And
Okay.
that's where Zoe's VIN blades come in.
Can you just check that one for me?
Coming right off.
That's coming right
Yeah.
off as well. So you see, that's what happens.
Alex and Zoe peel off the fake plates in full view of the Mark. He now has no doubt that the car is stolen. And his woes are about to double, because here's the rest of the hustle team.
Okay, we're good. Can you just pull in?
We got the footage. You want
We
to
got the
move that
footage.
forward,
Okay, just pull in there.
Paul and Jess have gathered some very incriminating evidence of their own.
Right.
I actually spoke to a guy called Max.
She just said, can I just have you just to confirm that this is you in the video?
Sure enough, that's a video of the marks viewing the vehicle.
So that's you there.
They've obviously been caught up in a major surveillance operation. Actually, it's just something filmed by Jess and Paul, who staked out the car all day, hoping that someone would buy it.
You've got somebody watching the place now, so don't do a run or anything.
Yeah.
She won't. No, we've got someone. Don't worry.
With the marks now totally convinced, it's time to separate them from their new purchase.
Who's
Yeah,
got the
that's what we
keys to
needed
the
to know.
vehicle? The gentleman.
Zoe needs to take physical possession of the keys and the car.
You want to get yourself in there, we'll turn that around. Okay. Yes, yes. So what we want to do now, sir, if that's okay with
Zoe's got the car, but this scam isn't over yet.
you, come with us. My colleague there has got the car.
Give me just a moment to go in and approach her. 'Cause I'm going to go and get the money, check it in, and give the money directly to you.
These marks still don't seem too convinced, so the hustlers are going to have to move fast.
Sorry about the inconvenience, but it's better than having a stolen car and losing your money.
Paul and Jess head off to have a word with the seller. They're going to tell the whole surveillance story all over again, but with a major twist. Here comes the double whammy.
Hi there, how are you? My name's Robert Marks. I'm an officer from the Department of Transport. We've been watching somebody that came and bought a car from you in the last 20 minutes. We've stopped them down here. We believe they've passed counterfeit money.
This time round, the hustlers are saying that the buyers are the criminals.
My colleagues are bringing them in, but I'd like to check the money and make sure that it is counterfeit, if that's okay with you. Just come out and check the monitor. I want you to confirm the person that bought the vehicle. You just got to agree that these are the same people. Yeah, I know. They're bringing your car back right now, so don't worry. We've got
Your
that.
car's safe.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
These are the people that came through the door. You can confirm that for us.
Jess and Paul show the same footage recorded earlier.
Don't worry, you're not the first person to fall for this.
We're here, so.
Yeah.
And once again, the black van and high-tech equipment make the story completely believable.
Cash. My colleague has your car there, and the people are in the car.
Across the road, Alex has pulled up with the couple sitting in his car. And guest hustler Zoe is sitting right behind in the confiscated vehicle. Her role isn't over yet. At this close range, the buyers can see the seller and vice versa, each thinking that the other is the crook.
What I'd like to do is check the cash. I'm also going to take your fingerprints, only just to, if they get them mixed up.
Yeah.
Now for the money. Paul needs to convince the mark that these notes are counterfeit.
No, so these ones will be real. These ones will all be fake, I reckon. Real ones turn black, fake ones turn green. See?
Sure enough, a green line means these notes in the middle must be fakes.
Fake money. Yeah, that's a real one, so you can always tell.
The ones on top turn black, so they are genuine notes.
So,
Paul's going to have to take them all in as evidence.
this is their money, which is probably going to cost them a lot more than they think.
But how did Paul manage to make this real money look like it was mostly fake? Easy. That wasn't a counterfeit testing pen he was using. It was just a felt tip. And he switched the green one for a black one halfway through.
Fake. You know what? Just because I want to be absolutely sure.
So, Zoe's in the confiscated car, and Paul has the money. The hustlers are almost done. But first, Paul wants to take the mark's fingerprints.
Okay, just roll it on there once, not too hard, just softly. And then just here, please.
To the buyers, this looks like she's finally getting a comeuppance from the law.
That one.
But it's really to make sure she has to go inside the house.
Do we have those wipes to take the ink off?
You know what? I don't.
Oh.
What will she do with all that ink on her hands?
Do you want to go and just
Give your hands a little wash. I want to just...
With the seller out of the way, it's time for Zoe's big moment.
I want to just...
She has to drive off in the confiscated car. Now for the hustlers to make their own getaways.
Yeah, my colleague will take it from here. If you'd like to go and join him there.
Alex tells the buyers that they're going to get their cash back. They just need to walk across the road to Paul to collect it. So one mark is inside the house, The others are crossing the road. Time for a quick exit. The car, the money, and the hustlers are all gone, leaving some very confused marks to come face to face and wonder what on earth just happened. It quickly becomes clear their two stories don't add up.
They said the car was stolen. They pulled some stickers off the front of the car and said that this lady here was part of the gang they'd been watching.
This man and woman came out and said, there's a couple just bought a car. I said, yes, fine. And they said, well, they've handed you over counterfeit money. What?
And they're rip-off merchants, and they just stole the car and the bloody money. I did have a look at his badge and I thought, well, that didn't say anything like Vosa or anything like that written on it. So I must admit I was a little bit suspicious, but like when they had all the video camera stuff in the back of the car, you think, well, you know, that's obviously, you know, obviously genuine stuff, isn't it?
Yeah.
So how was it for Zoe?
Do you know what? I was actually quite impressed with how it went. We totally hustled them. I actually began to feel a bit sorry for them because I just thought, oh, you know, just say that was my parents. And he said, oh, we were just trying to save some money. If you go into a car dealership, it's often more expensive. And I was like, oh, there. You know, I started to feel a bit.
This is a classic example of social compliance, seeing a fluorescent jacket and assuming that the person wearing it is in a position of authority. When people are given the opportunity to get their money back or their car back, they're very happy to go along with all the instructions that we give them. The final convincer is pointing the marks out to each other, each thinking the other is the scammer. That keeps them focused on something else whilst the real scammers get away with the car and the cash.
Whenever you're confronted by a figure of authority, if you think there's any doubt whatsoever, ask for their ID. Don't be afraid to say you want to ring their office and check. If they're genuine people, they won't mind you checking up on them. If they're not, they'll back off very quickly. Showing somebody some marks on a video footage means absolutely nothing. We've all got video cameras, we've all got phones with cameras in these days. It's very easy to produce concocted evidence that really needs to be challenged properly.
Another brand new Real Hustle Celebrity Scammers is at the same time next Thursday at 10:30. Next, it's a Family Guy double when a Cockney geezer arrives at the Griffins. Core blimey, governor.